any team with AB on it, if that's your AB is one of the best receivers who ever lived. And why would we think he's not still in his prime? When last seen on a football field with Tom Brady, he walks onto the team, no reps for the team basically. Game 1 catches 3 first downs and a touchdown. Like AB put up better numbers year in and year out than anyone since there was Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and then the most consistent guy putting up those kind of Hall of Fame numbers every year was AB. You're adding him to Godwin and Evans? And not only that, but like all the tight ends, including the guy he's most comfortable with, and they have a defense. It's a tipping point. Now, let me say this. Tom Brady has set himself up lovely, and he left the cupboard bare for Belichick because he got Garoppolo shipped out of town. However, I will give credit where credit's due, and you can look however you want. I'll give credit where credit's due. Everyone crediting Brady's leadership before the season, even at the age of 43, he's pulling a kind of LeBron James right now. When they made mental errors one week, there were no mental errors the next. When it looked like AB might be going to Seattle, nope, he's going to Tom Brady. And if there is a quarterback with whom he has a chance to stay, to stick to, or at least gives him his best chance not to implode, it's probably Brady. That's leadership. And however you want to slice it, Belichick sitting at 2-4. Brady looks like he's Super Bowl favorite at this moment out of the NFC. That's leadership.
You're pathetic. Let me tell you something. This is the thing that kills me. You talk about the leadership, but you're acting like, excuse me, 18 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, completing 65% of his passes, throwing for 369 yards yesterday, flat out balling, got them balling. Excuse me, it's not just about leadership. It's about his ability to throw the football, which you said he was done doing. You talked about his velocity. You said it lacked. You talked about his timing. You talked about his accuracy. You said he doesn't have it anymore. You said a cliff, then you corrected it by bringing up a ravine. I didn't even know what the hell a ravine was until you and Molly brought the damn thing up because you had me fixated on the cliff for all of those years. And now you're going to sit here with a straight
face. It is a ravine. He happens to be climbing up the ravine. I thought he was going down.
There we go. There we go. So first of all, you was late. Listen, you talk about Keyshawn, there are people that come late to parties. Okay?
Yes.
There are people that come late to a couple of parties.
Yes.
And then there are people who are perpetually late. Yes. And then they go like this, oops. Oh, really? That's what they do. Okay, that's what they do. Not that it really means it, that you're full of it. The fact of the matter is, Tom Brady, at age 43, he has weapons that he didn't have last year. Last year, we all see it. You came on the show. Dan Orlovsky came on the show. Ryan Clark came on the show. Swagoo came on the show. Damian Woody came on the show. Everybody said, yo, Matt, damn it. Molly said it. Molly said it. Everybody came on First Take and said, yo, man, who's he throwing the ball to? Julian Edelman ain't healthy, and he ain't what he used to be. N'Keal Harry ain't ready. You understand? They got some dude named Jacoby Myers, okay? Last time I heard about a Jacoby Myers, Keyshawn, it was a law firm, Jacoby and Myers, not Jacoby Myers. We told Max that. Did Max listen? No. When Brady went to 2 Super Bowls, or 3 straight Super Bowls, and won 2, Max would have listened to that. That's when he was willing to modify it from the cliff to the ravine. And now, as he sits here, and he's got all of these weapons, well, you know what? He has an embarrassment of riches, and he left the cupboard bare, and all of this other stuff. That's right. At the end of the day, let me ask you a question, Keyshawn. If Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, Tom Brady connected on all nine targets to him yesterday, Rob Gronkowski, Mike Evans, Scott Miller, all of these boys.
An all-pro team.
All of these boys.
Ronald Jones and Fournette.
And Fournette had 6 receptions as well, so 47 yards. If Tom Brady couldn't throw the football, what would that amount to?
Nothing.
Thank you.
How many quarterbacks could you put with that team?
Thank you.
If you take, and I don't mean to get at Jameis like this, but if you took Jameis and you put him in that same position with these same weapons.
Yes. He got about 15 interceptions already.
Yeah,
well, he got about 15 interceptions already.
It'll be a little bit different. Tom Brady was not done, and I remember Max saying that, and I was like, what the hell is Max talking about? He was so far from done in New England. They didn't necessarily surround him around a lot of great skill positions players. Now he has the skill position players on top of Byron Leftwich and Coach B.A. calling plays for him. With his input, this is what you're seeing. You're seeing Tom Brady's insert from a little bit of the system from New England starting to come into its own in Tampa Bay, plus the defense is allowing him to get the ball back on short fields, and he has the ability to go the length of the field if he needs to.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you know, Are they Super Bowl favorites in the NFC? They probably up there.
Let me throw it to you, Max. I'm throwing it to you. Are you willing to admit, right here on First Take on national television, you were completely wrong about Tom Brady? Okay? I'm just asking a question. Are you willing to admit? Listen, let me take away the clip and the ravine. I'm going to take away the clip and the ravine. I was wrong. My man Tom Brady. Are you willing to say that?
Say, given with his age, has shown.
No, don't get that.
No, but I'm trying to give him.
Don't help him.
Excuse me. It's my turn to talk.
Thank you. It's yours.
It's my turn to talk. Now,
given his age,
first thing is this. I'm not late to the party. I'm early to the party.
Oh, my
I'm early.
God.
I was calling Brady the GOAT on New York radio in like 2007 before people were calling, when people were still on Brett Favre. That's number one.
2007, I was at UConn.
Number one.
You just brought up in 2007? Did you just do that?
Excuse me. That's number one. Number two. So I was way early to that party.
He had Randy Moss in 2007.
Number two. I was also early to the he's washed up party. Because in the history of football, no one has played quarterback at this level at this age, ever.
But he's not washed up.
Exactly. In other words.
You were wrong.
In other words.
Yeah, you were wrong, Max.
That's right. Because he did something that no one else has done. For anyone to sit here and say, oh, I knew he was going to be the first to do this 4 or 5 years ago, how could you know that?
But 4 or 5 years ago, he still was balling. Yeah. Even last year when he had him in the playoffs,
I heard the same
he was still balling.
I heard the same thing about Brett Favre and Peyton Manning. And every other quarterback, like, he could play till he's 50. Brady did it where they didn't. That's number one. That's number two. Number three.
He was ahead of the party.
Number three. He didn't go to a place where there are okay receivers. He went to a place with all-world receivers, brought his security blanket tight end.
That's smart.
You can't do that, man.
Excuse me. And they have a defense.
That's smart.
No doubt. And they got coaching. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.